Hello and welcome. This video is about our recent experience with the shady world of Timeshare Exit and our experience from that. They get your details from a timeshare owners list, and that's how they make contact with you. Then they use a range of arguments as part of their sales technique. So they refer to a Daily Mail article by Tony Hetherington that talks about companies seeking maintenance fees for timeshares that haven't been legally terminated. And because of this and the fact that some timeshares are in perpetuity, meaning that they're not time bound, it scares the timeshare owner into thinking they may have a big bill coming and that their services might be of assistance. Furthermore, they talk about compensation as a means of also improving your return, and potentially within their website material they also talk about timeshare resale. So all of these things make the client think that they could be providing a worthwhile service. So after a very long conversation with my mother and father, and this I believe went on for more than 2.5 hours, they talked them into a deal which was a deposit for a referral, which was a referral fee, an administration and referral fee, and then there was another payment that was would be after that, which was a litigation fee. The total came to almost £6,500, and what you got for that was a contract with Aegis Direct, which was a nullification contract, and they refer on to another company called Claim Solutions Group, who do the timeshare termination and the claim side of it, but in all likelihood they are not legal people, they are paralegal people, and they seek legal representatives from another firm, often Fulbrook Associates. So my parents paid the deposit, and then after they sat back and thought about it, thought they'd done the wrong thing, issued some emails to try and cancel, found out that the referral fee was a non-refundable deposit, and they have had several calls since from the company asking for the balance, and the company have also rung me in terms of to try and convince me that it's the right thing to do to go ahead, pay the full fee because of the benefits of that. So I decided to do some research around some of the claims that these companies were making. Aegis Direct has a website which you can obviously see yourselves if you go on the internet, as do Claim Solutions Group. Also have a website specialising in this area of Timeshare Exit. They're showing that they have a premises in Scotland, and there is quite a bit of information on their website. It all looks very professional. They have a couple of addresses down in the company's house records for this business, and they have what appears to be quite a comprehensive code of conduct, so ethics policy. But the more you look at these range of websites, and this one's arbitration consultants, this one is J. Foster Associates, This one, Secure My Claim Now. This one, Consumer Contract Services. This one is Centaurus Mediations. All these very similar companies, stroke websites, and Fulbrook Associates, all specialising in timeshare disputes. And quite a number of these websites share the same IP address as the Aegis Direct, that is the people who were originally making the contact with my parents. The other thing is Claim Solutions Group used to be called Timeshare Solutions Group from 2016 through to 2017, and then they've changed their name in 2017 and are carrying that name as we speak.
Guaranteed and a direct claim against the resort, they're going to be in profit. They're going to be you'll be in profit in the future. They're going to be in the money more. They're going to be, it's all of the bridging money. So you just need to know whether they want to go ahead or not with everything, because obviously they read through. They said they wanted to do it. They signed the contracts. But I just need to know. We need to know as a company whether they want to go ahead or not. So.
Because you're making out that they're going to get some money back.
Oh yeah, they will get compensation. If not, we don't take the case on our company and they get a kickback of the 25%, the compensation the lawyers make, Stephen. What they're going to be doing is they're going to be nullifying and indemnifying themselves, okay? So what's been happening in the timeshare at the moment, a lot of these timeshares, also if you read in the paper, reading the news and that, they've all actually been sold off. Club Costa, Diamond Resorts, MGM's being nearly bought out by Blackstone. What these massive companies are doing is they're coming in and they're reactivating any live suspended membership. You see, when you can't just give timeshare back. You have to legally terminate, because it's a contract you sign. So if you sign a 30-year contract and you want to get out before that 30 years is up, you have to pay up to the 30 years. It's like any phone contract, any internet contract, okay? What they actually done is they just gave theirs back. They didn't actually, there was no legal termination. They didn't get it signed off by a solicitor, a court or a notary's office. So they're still actually connected to their timeshare. So what will be happening is there's a live suspended membership, Stephen. It's okay for the moment, but then when a company comes along, like Apollo, like Blackstone, like Oda Group, and they buy out this resort, all they do is reactivate every member on there because they legally can. And this is when they're going to start having massive, massive problems, or you in the future, if not them. Do you understand? Because with the timeshare, you obviously know if your parents do pass away, sorry to say it like that, you would inherit the contract automatically, sir.
Right, so in terms of the fees then, who are the legal people? Who is it who does the work?
Right, so what it is Claims Solution Group, okay, CSG, Claims Solution Group.
Yeah.
These are a group of paralegals we use, and they're based up in Scotland, okay? They're part of the Institute of Paralegals who are recognised by the British government, okay? Claims Solution Group. So we forward all the information from your parents' timeshare up to Claims Solution Group. They have a group of paralegals out there, Steve, and the paralegals assess the case. They can either do it or they can't do it. I have 3 clients that we are working off with about 30 consultants. We probably turn down at least half a day. So out of if we have 100 clients a day, we have to turn down 50, and the other 50 we can do. If Claims Solution Group, the paralegals, can take the case on, they will then find the appropriate lawyer for your parents' case, the termination, and that opens up the door for compensation where they can get every single money back and more, sir.
So they're not
It's a direct claim. It's a direct claim. It's not, it's not a Section 75 or anything like that. It's a direct claim against the resort and their assets.
So the claims against the resort?
Yeah, the claims against the timeshare, yeah, because they got missold. They weren't supposed to be in the contract they were in. It was illegal. It's unlawful at the moment until the lawyers deem it illegal. But the lawyers have to do this. And for the work to be able to continue, they do have a balance to pay. But I need to know, because every time I talk to your parents, I don't see I feel like I'm going around in circles. I need to know whether they want to continue, get out of their time so they have no liability for the future, and you have no liability for the future, and get back your money that you spent on it because you got sold illegally, or do you want to cross your fingers and hope for the best? Because after the 90-day Brexit period, we can't help you.
But there is no mention in the contract really of any compensation, is there? It's basically the contract talks about nullifying ownership, and the contract appears to be with Aegis. Nothing to do with CSG.
Plain solution. It should be a 3-page agreement with Aegis and a 3-page agreement with CSG. Have they sent you all the paperwork through, have they?
I'm not sure.
Okay, no, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, well, the only thing is, we just need to know as a company. It doesn't affect me as a job, to be honest, Stephen, but we do need to know as a company what they want to do about it. And when I speak to them, I just don't seem to be getting anywhere with them. One day is yes, the next day is no. And to understand, because they have got an outstanding bill to pay to the solicitors before they can continue the work. It's a one-off fee. It's no hidden agenda, no hidden costs after. It's a one-off fee for all the work done. If the lawyers don't do it, they give you the money back in 12 months.
Yeah, but essentially it's a lot of money to hand over and then wait 12 months before you possibly see it come back.
You get your exit money back anyway, because the law states you must be put back in the financial position you were in before you signed an illegal contract.
What is the exit money?
The termination, what they're paying, to get that back in full, separate from your compensation. If that gets when you go to court, Stephen, when you win in court, do you pay the court fees?
Depends whether you win or not.
Well, yeah, this is the lawyers don't take on the case unless they can win, because that's why they put the 12-month guarantee into you. So you covered both ways, if you understand. This is why we're so successful as a company. This is why we've been open 4 years. We claimed back about 7.1 million last year, something silly like that. Record year.
So how many clients are you successful with?
Every single claim we pass through to CSG, every single claim that's gone through has been won. They're cherry picking them. They don't take on cases. A lot of them get rejected, Stephen. The reason is, if the lawyers know they can't do it within 12 months, they'll just reject it, because no lawyer's going to work for 12 months and give you all your money back. And that's in contractual writing. That contract there will stand up in any court of law where you are, where you stay, anywhere. It's a legal binding document on the office phone here, because obviously we use a dial-in exchange in the UK, so when our clients ring, it doesn't cost them any money.
Yeah.
Do you want to speak to your parents, and then I just need a straight answer tomorrow or the next day? Would that be okay? So you know what we're doing here as a company.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, you're presumably suggesting that somebody may come along for maintenance costs for the timeshare for the time that they haven't used it.
Well, this is what's been happening at the moment. If you go on the Daily Mail, alright, and you type in Daily Mail timeshare, there's a few articles on there. What you want to put in it actually is this. You ever heard of Tony Hetherington? Put Tony Hetherington Daily Mail Cameron House. If you type that in, you'll see articles in the Daily Mail, which is a very legitimate paper, from Tony Hetherington with what's going on in the timeshare industry now and what's happened, and this is what can happen to your parents. And you'll be able to read it in black and white.
But if they become...
I don't want them to make any decisions and then later on regret it and then have to pay out more money. It's up to them.
But I don't think it would cost them any more money than what this legal action is going to cost. So that's why I'm trying to understand why you believe that what you're offering makes sense for them.
Well, why we're offering, because if not, they have a very high risk of getting a maintenance bill coming through from the resort if it changes name, if it gets bought out. The contract they're into perpetuity, isn't it? You know what perpetuity means?
I do know what perpetuity means, and theirs isn't.
Yeah.
Theirs
isn't in perpetuity.
No.
And how many years is their contract run?
It's about to finish.
It's about to finish. But then if it's a perpetuity contract, you do know that just rolls over. You do know
No,
that.
it isn't. It's about to finish. It isn't a perpetuity contract.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking, why have you convinced them that this is a good thing for them?
Because they're going to get out of it and they're going to be in profit, sir. And our company make money as well. So everybody makes money. You make, well, your parents make money, we make money as a company, and the lawyers make money. So everyone's going to be in profit in the end. Everybody, including your parents. And that's the reason why money.
Where will the profit come from?
Well, they claim it back against the resort because they got missold. The resort have to pay. We do a direct claim against the resort and their assets. Direct claim. This is what we do as a company. But we don't really care about the terminations. We care about is the compensation. That's where the money is. If they don't want to do it, they don't have to do it. But it's up to them. If you're working with UK Law Society, they're regulated solicitors that you're working with. We've been doing it 4 years. If they had regulated solicitors doing this 4 years and we're still going as a company, do you think we're successful or not? Honestly, Stephen.
Well, Claim Solution Group apparently used to be called Timeshare Solutions Group. So.
Okay, was that, what year was that? Was that before they actually started the direct claims? They're just doing what's it called? No, that's before the compensation. That's when they were just doing timeshare terminations. They've only been doing the compensation since it's called Claim Solution Group.
But
since the new laws.
It hasn't been called Claim Solution Group for 4 years.
No, but they've been doing legal terminations for 4 years. That's what they've been doing, terminations. They've only been doing the compensation claims since the 2nd of February 2017. So we've been doing terminations for over 4 years. We've been doing termination / compensation since the 2nd of February 2017, sir. So that's over 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You can research all this, Stephen. Honestly, you do your due diligence and research it and do whatever you like. We are a legitimate company. I've been working up here 2.5 years. Do you know what I mean? I see these go through all the time. As an employee, I think everyone's going to be, everyone's going to be in the money. Everyone's going to do well out of it as a business point of view. But I just need to know whether your parents want to move forward or they don't want to move forward. If they move forward, they're guaranteed to be out of it completely with no problems in the future, because these timeshare resorts are not the nicest people in the world. What they say and what they do are two different things, and they're going to claim back the money they lost.
Okay, I get the message.
All right. Ask me anything else. If I want to cover anything else, please ask me, though, Stephen.
What's your name again? Because I keep missing it.